The movie begins with a thirsty man, Mike, who didn't drink water in 500 years. If he drinks, he's suddenly transported to the desert, and the water which he drinks turned to sand. At first Mike was suddenly transported to the desert, and he get confused, he didn't know what is happening. But he walks more than 49 years to get out of the desert. And he is overjoyed to see that there is the water. Mike didn't had a drop of water, since he arrived in the desert. So he get down to the ground, and drank it straight away. But in the next second, he transport back to the desert. It turns out that he was cursed to return to the desert, as soon as he drank the water. Now Mike again walked 49 days again, to get out of the desert. When he again see the water, he slowly gets down and prepare himself to drink the water. But he freaks out to know, that he again transported to the desert, and the water he drunk turns to sand. By drinking water and transported to the desert again and again, he almost spends some years in the desert. Now Mike finally realized, that he may be cursed. And when he saw the water again, instead of getting down, he is about to have a water, but he again transported to the desert. After 49 days of walking, Mike reached one of a road, and stopped a car. When the driver agreed to give lift and handed a water bottle. When he drank without thinking, he was transported to the desert again. Devastated Mike walked 49 days again, and Mike came out of road. Mike again stopped a car with the same driver. Now when the driver offered him a water, Mike got scared and refused. Because Mike was cursed that if he drank water, he may transport to the desert again. Meanwhile, after 500 years, Mike finally returned home. In the excitement, Mike jumps into the pool, and in the next second Mike was in the desert. Now another 500 years passed, Mike reached the road, and stopped the same driver, and returned to his home again. This time Mike lay on his sofa, relaxed himself, and he didn't had a drink in 1,000 years. So Mike suddenly went to tap, poured a glass of water, and put ice cubes in it. He just wanted to see, if he could quench his thirst. But Mike was so thirsty, so he dipped his finger in the water and tasted it. At that moment, Mike realized that he doesn't transport to the desert this time. Mike didn't wait for a moment then, he drank the glass of water. Mike was so happy, and he think that the curse was over. So Mike went outside, and jumped again into the pool for a bath. But in the next moment Mike went back to the desert again. Devastated Mike returned to the town from the desert, he think twice to know the curse. Now he remembered, that before he was in the curse, he didn't give water to anyone who was in thirst. He realized that this could be the key to unlock the curse. So he looked for the road, and a beautiful woman went by. He approached her, and asked for some water. She replied, "I'm sorry, it's for a dog." And in the next moment, the woman disappeared. Now the curse was transported to the woman. And the woman along with her dog transported to the desert. I don't know how long the woman has to go through to get rid of the curse. That's the end of the story, thanks for watching. If you like the story, then do watch the full film. Don't forget to leave a comment down below.